On May 22, 1960, a peaceful afternoon in Valdivia, Chile, suddenly turned into an unprecedented nightmare. The ground shook violently, roads cracked open, and houses collapsed within seconds. People panicked and ran out of their homes, but no one could escape the fury of nature. The earthquake, measuring 9.5 on the Richter scale, the strongest ever recorded in human history, lasted nearly 10 minutes, an eternity for those trapped in the tremors. But it didn't stop there. From offshore, a massive tsunami, tens of meters high, surged toward the coast, sweeping away everything in its path. Gigantic ships were lifted and hurled onto land like mere toys. Thousands of people lost their lives, and tens of thousands of homes were destroyed. The seismic shock waves didn't just stop at Chile. They triggered tsunamis that reached as far as Japan, Hawaii, and even the Philippines and New Zealand. On the night of March 27, 1964, as most residents of Anchorage, Alaska, slept soundly, the ground suddenly trembled violently. A deafening roar echoed across North America as one of the most powerful earthquakes in history erupted. Roads shattered like broken glass, and buildings toppled like dominoes. The earthquake lasted nearly 4 minutes, but for those experiencing it, time seemed to stand still. The ground tore apart, massive chunks of land collapsed into the sea, and from afar, a monstrous tsunami was surging toward the shore. Reaching heights of 30 meters, it wiped entire coastal towns off the map. Alaska had never witnessed such a devastating catastrophe. On the morning of December 26, 2004, while millions of people in Indonesia and surrounding Indian Ocean nations were enjoying the holiday season, a deep, thunderous rumble came from beneath the sea. A 9.1 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of Sumatra, so powerful that the entire planet vibrated slightly. But the worst was yet to come. About an hour later, a colossal wall of water, towering up to 30 meters, crashed ashore at the speed of a high-speed train. Beaches filled with tourists vanished in an instant. Houses, vehicles, and people, all were swept into a whirlpool of destruction. The waves continued to surge into neighboring countries such as Thailand, Sri Lanka, and India. In total, over 230,000 lives were lost in one of the deadliest disasters in human history. On March 11, 2011, the people of Japan felt the ground gently tremble beneath their feet. But within seconds, the entire nation was plunged into a nightmare. A 9.1 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of Tōhoku, generating tsunamis as high as 40 meters, racing toward the shore with terrifying speed. Coastal towns were completely submerged. Cars were swept away like leaves in a storm, and ships drifted inland like toys. But the worst was yet to come. The tsunami disabled the cooling systems of the Fukushima nuclear power plant, triggering a catastrophic radiation leak that forced hundreds of thousands to evacuate. It took Japan more than a decade to recover from the devastation of this dual disaster. On November 4, 1952, the Kamchatka Peninsula in Russia, one of the world's most seismically active regions, once again witnessed the fury of nature. A 9.0 magnitude earthquake erupted beneath the sea, unleashing a tsunami that rippled across the Pacific Ocean. Although Kamchatka had a sparse population, the 15-meter-high waves obliterated numerous coastal villages. Even more frightening, these waves didn't stop in Russia. They traveled thousands of kilometers, reaching Hawaii and California, where they caused significant damage, but fortunately, few casualties. These earthquakes are more than just statistics. They are the painful memories of millions. They serve as a reminder that no matter how advanced humanity becomes, nature remains overwhelmingly powerful, capable of wiping out civilizations in an instant. But from the ruins, humanity rises, learns, and continually improves technology to mitigate future disasters. The world keeps turning, and the stories of these devastating earthquakes will continue to be told as lessons from history.